Hey everyone, it's Madison Gesiotto coming to you once again with the good news. You know, it's been unfortunately very difficult for many to stay positive as the coronavirus pandemic continues to affect our lives, not only here in the United States, but all across the world. Many people are so ready to get back to normal. But of course, through it all, we continue to see stories of hope, stories of positivity, and good news stories that aren't being covered. Many of these have put a smile on my face, so I'm back as always to share some of my favorite stories of the week with you. Starting in Wisconsin, where a fire chief has been not only diagnosed with COVID-19, but has been in the hospital for the past 24 days. And his community is rallying around him, trying to give back to his family as a result of everything he's given for the past 34 years, serving his Western Wisconsin Fire Department. They created these yard signs that they sold for $20 to give some money to support his family during this difficult time. The signs say, "We support Chief Don." Like I said, Don Kittleson's been with the department for 34 years. They originally did 75 signs thinking this should cover the demand. Well, they've sold over 300 now. People really want to, show their support for this community leader. So this has been wonderful. And our thoughts and prayers continue to go out to Don and his family as he fights the good fight against coronavirus. And of course, with coronavirus, the demand for adoptions of our four-legged friends has been up. We talked about this earlier in the year. We've covered some stories of people adopting. Well, the demand continues to rise to the point where they're actually flying in shelter dogs and cats from other places to Northern Virginia to accommodate this demand. Obviously, in the past, a lot of people were concerned with bringing a four-legged friend into their home because of the time demands having a pet, of course, has. And with, coronavirus, a lot of people have been spending more time at home and have this, weird luxury of being able to do things they wouldn't be able to do, like adopt an animal. And so it's been amazing to see the number of pets that have been adopted and given new homes as a result of this pandemic. So a silver lining, of course, there. And another great news story for the Seattle Symphony. They're finally back together, making music once again for the first time since March 11th. They say they actually remember the day that they were forced to shut down. Music brings joy to the lives of so many, including the musicians themselves. So they're very happy to be back together, making music, doing live streaming performances, and it's wonderful to see. It's wonderful to hear. It's absolutely beautiful. They say, there may not be an audience, but there's something special about these shows. Our concerts right now, it really feels like we are playing for our lives. Of course, there was many steps that went into them being able to do this once again, including arranging for COVID-19 testing and different, distancing, of course, not being able to have the audiences that they normally would, but you definitely have to check out some of their beautiful music, which is available online as they stream live throughout this holiday season. And as always, if you're seeing stories of hope, stories of positivity, good news stories not being featured by the mainstream media, be sure to share them with us so we can share them with all of our viewers. And we'll be back soon with more good news.